Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Monday Mindset. It is the last Monday Mindset of the year, December 29th. It's 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. Hope you guys had an incredible Christmas. My kids are 4 and 2, so Evelyn and Will are 4 and 2. Perfect ages for Christmas, so just loving opening the gifts. Evelyn got a bike this year, so she was ecstatic. And she's already doing extremely well riding it. Note to all the parents out there, we did the balance bike thing where she did the balance bike before she had an actual bike. And so it really has made a difference in helping her learn. So I get nothing off of selling Guardian balance bikes, but check it out if you're a parent. So want to close out the last Monday Mindset of the year. Good morning, Lily. Good morning, Flip. Hope you guys are doing well. Want to close out the last one of the year just sharing one thought I had for you as I think about 2026, right? The year's already done. We're already in 2026 from a business standpoint, planning standpoint. But my thought to you today is make sure that you spend some time defining what success looks like. And most importantly, that you are defining success and you're not allowing others to define what success is for you. And that is something that I wish I would have done a lot earlier in life. Like everybody, right, I tend to chase this idea of success that the world has put in front of you, which I think a lot of it is good, right? Yeah, I want to be successful financially. I want to be successful in terms of how people think of me and the opinions of others. But, you know, they say like comparison is the thief of joy. We've all heard that quote before. So what really it comes down to is how do you define success? And do you know what that looks like in your life? Because, you know, Alex Hormozi is always big of getting philosophical about the idea of, hey, we're all going to die. And I think Gary Vee actually said that in a viral clip one time, but we're all going to die. And do you even remember your great-great-grandfather? Do you remember anything about their life, who they were? Did you know them? And you're literally in their bloodline. And you don't even remember your great-great-grandparents, and you don't even think about them very much. And the whole concept there is not to be a defeating or discouraging concept. It's to be a freeing concept that goes, hey, why do you care so much about what people think? Why do you care so much about this idea of failure? And that really comes down to, well, what's the practical thing you can do going into 2026, going into a new year? This is Monday Mindset, so that's why I'm talking about this, because it's a mindset thing where you have to sit down, you have to define what does success look like. And a great exercise for all of us is the dash exercise, where it's like you go to a graveyard and you look at the tombstone and it's like Luke Acre was born in 1988 and, you know, there's going to be a date where I pass away and there's that dash in between. And what do you want that dash to represent? What do you want it to be? And, you know, the idea in life is, you know, what is success? And most of us, if we're honest, we would say that, well, success is not money, success is not accolades, success is the relationships. But when you look at how you live your life, where you spend your time and energy and where you spend your focus and what causes you fear and anxiety, is that aligned with the values that you have? And this is why I'm so big, and I say often that you need to be this six-dimensional person where it's like faith, family, fitness, finance, fun. You need to have your friendships, all those things in order, those 6 F's. And it really comes out to, well, how do you define success? And I would challenge each of you with the exercise as we go into 2026. Sit down and say, what does success look like in my life? What does it look like for my faith? What does it look like for my family? What does it look like for my finances? What does it look like for my health, meaning my fitness? What does it look like for my friendships? And what does it look like for my fun, meaning my hobbies? And think about what that is. And if you're like me, you're probably allowing other people's opinions or the quote unquote world, this whole concept of what we're shooting for, define what you want your life to look like more than you even realize. And you're doing so many things because of what other people think. And I'm not even saying inherently that's a bad thing, because I think biologically, even emotionally, we're conditioned to want approval from other people. We are relational beings, right? It's about relationships. So even creating this content, I want to put out good content because I want you guys to enjoy it. I want it to change your life because that fulfills me, right? It's better to give than receive. But it's such a fine, nuanced line to go, okay, I want to put out these things because I'm trying to improve and I'm trying to make the world better and I'm trying to align with my definition of success and all these, 6 F's. But I don't want to put it out based upon seeking the approval of others. I don't want others' opinion to define my success in faith, to define my success in fun, to decide or define my success in all the other F's. And so I just want you to spend a few moments today in this week going, hey, do I know what my definition of success is? Do I know what I want it to say on my a tombstone in essence? Do I know what what the people to say about me that I want my legacy to be? And this is where things transcend from being in the physical really to the spiritual. And that, all day long we can talk about the materialistic things, the accolades, but like I said, they all fade. What are the things that don't fade? And so that's where it really transcends to going, hey, well, what is this life about? And that's the question that everybody has to answer for themselves. I have found that in Jesus. That's where I have found that for me personally, and I encourage you guys to look in to Jesus and who he was, because I think it will be life-changing for you. But ultimately, you need to think for your business and for your life, how do I define success? And am I asking the right questions? Because if I ask good questions, I can get good answers. And so my encouragement to you as we wrap up 2025, thank you guys so much for this year. Thank you for investing in me. Thank you for being part of this community. Make sure that you've put down on paper what success looks like to you and that you are constantly coming back to that. And then like I've mentioned on other episodes, get a tribe of people around you who know what that definition of success looks like, that can hold you accountable to it, that can encourage you in it and cheer you on in it. And don't just go through life like a leaf in the wind that's just blown by whatever the wind is doing. You're just going through life unintentionally. Be proactive, not reactive. Get out there this week. Win for you, for your clients, for your family. Take some time. It's a great time of year to reflect because you're going into a new year. And every day is a new day, right? New Year's just another day, honestly. But it's a great time to sit there, reflect, set some new goals, and make sure it's aligned to your definition of success. Hey, happy Monday. That's your Monday mindset for you guys. Like I said, get out there and win for you, for your family, for your clients. Let's make it happen. Appreciate you all.